How was the Watchmen? Did you guys enjoy that at all?
Boo. Fucking boo. I hated it. Look, I love
so
nerdy shit. I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica fan. I love Star Trek. I can get into some nitty gritty fucking sci-fi nonsense. I love superheroes. I don't have fatigue yet. I've watched all of the Marvel movies and all of the DC movies. I've seen them all. I love the other guys on Amazon. You know, the shitty superhero show where they're like villains technically, and they're a part of a big corporation. It's almost like a Paul
Ferrell and
no, he means is it called The Boys?
Oh, The Boys. The Boys.
I really
my
like
bad.
that show.
My bad. Yeah, The Boys. Like I love that. Watchmen is garbage. Watchmen is some PC shit that they're trying to shovel down your fucking throat with all their nonsense. Every white man in that show is either a villain, and I don't mean just like I tied her to the railroad tracks. I mean they're the Klan. The enemy in this superhero show is the KKK. All right. Our main character is
set in modern day or like
yes,
the
future. It's like in the future.
70s. Oh,
no,
okay.
In the future of us. There are flashbacks. Our heroes are battling the Klan from 1920 to 2030 or something like that. It's nonsensical. Everybody is an I don't know a member of the LBGQ or something. They made the fucking blue man a black man inexplicably. Like and at first they had an excuse for it. It's like, hey,
he should only be blue.
He wants to live a human life, right? Dr. Manhattan, who is essentially a god. His powers are so far-ranging and powerful. He lives in all frames of time simultaneously. He sees the future, the past, everything in between. He is experiencing them all simultaneously. He can manipulate matter and energy and time and space. He is a god.
I remember the movie. Was he doing his like smug thing as a black guy where he's like, man, you don't even understand what's really going on, do you?
Yes,
like,
pretty much.
Was his cock out constantly, or
I don't remember seeing the dong. I do. I think we saw his actual dong of the actor, and the actor is a big old dick. He must be 7 inches soft. It's just it's hanging low. It's swinging low, sweet chariot.
That's big to you?
Yeah, 7 inches soft. Yeah. It's just. It's like a fucking grandfather clock. Every time he takes a fucking step, it's slapping his thighs. He's getting chafing down there. Yeah, it's outrageous. So like they explain it with like he wants a relationship with this woman, and he tells her, "Hey, you pick my physical form. I want to live as a man." And they literally go to the morgue and like roll out some bodies, and she's like, "This one here, this attractive, well hung, muscular black man." Be this guy. And he's
that's like, a scene, dude. That sounds so stupid.
And he goes, cool. And
wait, the genius of the universe who can do anything in the world needs to look at dead people before he can assume a different form.
They may have explained that somehow. I only watched the show once.
It's
anyway, she picks the black guy. But at some point, he erases his own memory. He becomes that black man essentially and lives with her for years. And there comes a time when
dude, this show sounds
when he needs to wake up out of his nonsense, because we need Dr. Manhattan. People have figured out that you are Dr. Manhattan and they're coming for you, and you've got to be present. You can't be Leon anymore. You've got to be fucking Dr. Manhattan. And she takes a hammer with the sharp end and skulls him. Fucking skulls her husband right there in the kitchen, breaks his head apart, and he comes to as Dr. Manhattan. He's all glowy and blue and floating 6 inches off the ground or some shit, and he's still black.
Can he die?
What?
That's the whole premise of the show. They're trying to kill Dr. Manhattan. They've created this big crazy machine to contain, kill, sap his power, and put it into another individual. That's what the super villain.
But he's blue,
this
right?
whole thing sounds
he's just a black guy playing a blue person.
He's a black man. Clearly the same actor. He's still in the same physical form as he was as the black man, but now he's glowy and blue. It just doesn't make sense.
So in the movie, I guess he was a white guy. It's hard to say he was a blue guy though. Like he
started as a white guy and he still looked like the white guy. He was just glowy and blue.
But like
I thought he
wasn't transparent, but somehow I felt like he almost was.
He had an aura.
He was translucent.
Is he basically the same in the TV show?
Yeah.
He has the same glowy blueness, but all right. So, but when he first meets his love interest, they don't show his face at all, and he's speaking with a white guy's voice. And they
is it
never
like a Dave Chappelle white guy voice?
Well,
I guess I'll pay my taxes a bit early again this year to keep the stress off my mind. You know, kind of
They won't show his face because they don't want two actors playing this guy. Clearly, they just want the black guy playing him, and then they pick a body out for him, and he becomes that guy. And he's black man, you know, not glowy, nothing crazy, until he has to transform back into Dr. Manhattan. And when he does that, he stays black man.
Did Dr. Manhattan have a race, though? I just remember him being
blue. Yes, he did.
And he had some symbol on his forehead.
He drew that. That's his fucking symbol. Dr. Manhattan was a white guy who got locked into like a particle accelerator or some shit at like Los Alamos Labs or somewhere. And it broke him down atom by atom. And then he self-assembled himself because of the changes that it made to him. And he becomes Dr. Manhattan.
And then
but he
Dr.
still
Manhattan becomes a black guy.
Yes. In the TV show on HBO. Like I said, this
whole show sounds really fucking
There's
He
only
looks
one
so fucking bad. I Googled him, and I guess this is him, and he looks so fucking bad. It's just so bad.
There's only one white man in the show who's not either.
What the fuck?
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
Every white man in the show is either a buffoon, a walking joke, or a villain, or the Klan, which is essentially a villain. But that's another level of villain. Like they might as well be Nazis. Nazis would have been better than the Klan. The Klan is just silly. They're beating up black people and hanging them.
Outfits look so silly. They're so absurd.
Really?
At least if Nazis were the bad guy, they would have had nice suits. Looked villainous. You know, a Klan guy. If you saw some guy in a Klan outfit walking around in public, would your thought be, "Oh no, I'm in danger," or "What a fucking loser"?
Well, why would I be in danger? We've seen my genetic results.
I mean, I haven't seen my genetic results. I don't know.
The lighting that you're under right now is burning your skin.
That's fair. But
I hated it. And I'm so nerdy when it comes to entertainment. Like you know, I mentioned all those shows I like. I like sci-fi, hard sci-fi, gritty sci-fi, classic sci-fi, all the above. Everything from Battlestar Galactica to Star Trek to The Expanse. I love it all. Oh, by the way, the new Star Treks are fucking nonsense as well. For the same reason Watchmen is. They're just so fucking politically correct, and they've gotten so far away from making an actual Star Trek show. They want to be The Expanse, but not really.
The only time like I give a shit about the race of a character is if it's based on like a historical, even a fictional historical area. So if they make a story about like Game of Thrones, where it's like a fictional kind of Western European world, then you want people who kind of look Western European. Like if they were going to make a fantasy show about Shaka Zulu or a fantasy version of that, like Wakanda.
If I'm watching Mulan,
want a bunch of
white guy
people.
steps
If
out.
if a Conor McGregor looking fuck is like, oh yeah, you came right here into Wakanda and you took what we had. And you fucking ruined it. You fucking ruined it. We had all the best here. And you fucking did it. I'd be like, I'm not buying in because you look nothing like someone from Black Power. Yeah, it wouldn't resonate. It'd be like, why the fuck is this redhead Irish fuck representing an African? That takes you out of it. But other than that, I don't really care. Especially
I don't care. I'm the same way.
I get a lot more joy out of seeing people who are into superhero shit get upset about it.
I just don't like the whitewash. I don't like whitewashing. I don't like blackwashing. Like I don't like that. Like I said, that I was talking about the other day, that the character in Endgame that's supposed to be like when they go back in time and they have to get that stone from Doctor Strange's, the lady who had the time stone or whatever. Doctor Strange's stone.
Supposed to be Buddhist, maybe.
Supposed to be a male Buddhist monk, but China doesn't like the Buddhists, so we had to nix that, and we had to make her a female. What's the druid? A female druid now to appease the Chinese, right? Come on, I want them to be what they are supposed to be. Spawn's a black man. If you make Spawn and he's white, I'm upset. Because it is a black character, all right? Leave him alone.
You need that continuity to keep you attached to the character.
If Wolverine is American, I'm upset. That's a fucking good old Canadian boy.
Is he not? Oh.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
I didn't know what the fuck.
And they fucking ruined the Dark Tower movie. I mean, I love Idris Elba. I did not want him to play fucking Roland, for God's sakes.
It didn't make a lot of sense. I read that book in prison, by the way. I wasn't a huge fan. I read a lot of Stephen King in prison.
Did you read the whole series, all 7?
I couldn't get past the first one. So
the first one is written backwards and it's kind of annoying. Once you get to the second book, it's really good. The third book will hook you. The fourth book, it takes a lot to get through. And then 5, 6, and 7 are fucking incredible.
I'll tell you what.